Yeah, so I'm just gonna show you what I keep in my documentary setup. Like, this is my bag for a commercial documentary setup. I do have other bags as well, but this is the key things. If I only could keep stuff in one bag, this would probably be it. Maybe add a couple of things, we'll see. I'm just gonna break it down for you. And this is Andre. We're brothers.
We're in Turkey.
Yeah, we're in Turkey. Okay, so first location for this is gonna be here. Nah, not good enough for you guys. I think we can do better than that. Clap. The key thing is my harness. I don't leave without it. I usually keep my GH5, which Andre is filming me with at all times, and the iPhone, always good to have. But that's not really the camera here. So this is an Ajna f-stop bag. These can pack a ton. So I mainly use Blackmagic Ursa. So that's the main camera here. It's kind of big, but when you do like big documentary shoots, like for Netflix, like we do, or you do like we do in Turkey at the moment, like a commercial with a big budget, you need a cinema camera. Like I have the GH5, I have those cameras. You cannot bring those cameras on a shoot like this. Of course you could, but you're now never gonna get proper paid off of doing that. So this is not an expensive camera, but it is expensive for anybody that's used to the cheaper cameras. If you work professionally, this is a cheap camera. So with that said, this camera and this kit is probably around like $1,500 or $15,000, something like that. And that can sound like a massive amount of money to anybody that has like a GH5 and doing like no budget filmmaking. But really, when you work professionally, if you can't afford a camera like that, you just rent it. So this is still the type of productions that you should go for. I mean, you always start out with a shitty camera, and I've done videos on that before, so check them out if you're more interested in the no budget stuff. But this video is more about these types of cameras. So this has a SSD recorder onto it, and that's because we were doing docs, and I had like this vision of having a 1 terabyte disk in here, and I wouldn't have to record anything else. That got full after the first day, so I still had to use the CFast cards that you have here. This is a great camera, but it's kind of heavy, on the heavy side. That's why I have an Easyrig, but that's not part of this kit here. So viewfinder, it gets powered by the Ursa. It's also Blackmagic, so nothing weird about that. Okay, and then a handle, and all these, like the accessories to this one, most of them, now this one is from Wooden Camera, I think they're called, but that was just a mistake for me to buy it. It's too expensive. I would recommend buying SmallRig, which is all the rest of the components here is SmallRig. So that's the basic there in terms of the setup. You also get a handle when you buy the camera, so I usually keep that on. If you look here, you have a small sync device. This is Tentacle Sync. I use these with the Lectrosonics PDRs. So this one you have to like gen lock to them, and then that works. Unfortunately, this Lectrosonics recorders, you have to, every time you turn it off or you replace the battery, you need to resync everything. So I do that, and then you know the syncing process is automatic in the post. For lenses, I use mainly this one. It's the Sigma 18-35 with a polarizer, because we're shooting a truck commercial. So in a sunny place, having a polarizer is great. Also the 24-105, I haven't used it on this shoot, but it's a good kit lens. And then I have an effect lens, which is probably like 500 bucks. It's the Helios 58. It's an EF adapted lens that is a vintage lens, and this has such a like fantastic character that anybody should own this lens. It has like an anamorphic type of look to it. So we've shot a certain amount of sequences which were like either nighttime or it was like an emotional part of the story. All of them were shot with this to be able to create like a look to them that separates them from the other stuff that was shot with a Sigma. So that's kind of how I think about lenses. Also have memory cards and a holder. I have 4 CFast cards there and 2 for the camera. And then like various cables. Got like different stuff here that's like clamps and yeah, anything that you can help mount things and safety things and some money and yeah, just random stuff. And then in the next department of the bag, or compartment if you want, this is most of the audio gear. Windshield, Rycote, a decent one, doesn't like work with the most wind, but in like normal or moderate conditions it works. Headphones should always be used. I am sloppy with that, but you can't recommend anything else. I have 2 Lectrosonics PDRs with a Sanken Cos. This is being recorded with a Sanken Cos and a Lectrosonic. Amazing recorders with great mics. XLR cable for the mic if you want to use the mic separately. And then I have this mount here, which is for the microphone that goes on the handle. Microphone. It's a Sennheiser 416. Great microphone. It's not, I would say that it is not the absolute best microphone, but it's pretty much the absolute best microphone for docks. It's the one that's most commonly used. There's a better mic, I think, from Schweppes, which is really expensive. It's probably like 2K or something. This one is about 10K, so it's an expensive mic. But if there's something that I think most filmmakers skimp on, it's audio. And this is really these 2, or 3 in this case. But these components here are the most important thing in my opinion if you want to do a professional dock. These can make your audio sound fantastic, so damn crisp, if you use it the right way. So this usually goes on the camera. Sometimes I use this boom and I take this off and I just boom the audio, and then I use this one. Preferably into the camera, but otherwise I also have a recorder that I use separately. And this recorder is a Tascam 7.1D. That's a great recorder for the money, I guess, because it can also be used with HDMI and have it sync automatically. Like it has a lot of advanced features. You can get cheaper recorders than this. I used to use much cheaper. Then I have a windshield for that one, which I oftentimes use to record atmospheres and that type of stuff. It's super important to get that as much as you can. I'm trying to build my own library of things. But when I do interviews, usually I try to do the interviews separately without a camera, and then I'll use this XLR and I use this recorder and the Sennheiser 416. And I usually place myself in a van or in a car or something where it's very compressed audio, like a studio, and then I record only the audio and I try to be like 2 decimeters or something away from the mouth, and you get this intimate type of audio. But then I record like this with the random stuff that I film, good mic on camera, and then 2 lavs to get the good audio of your characters. That's my basic audio setup. Gaffers tape, good to have. 1 black, 1 white. Sometimes you want to mount things, other times you want to debrand somebody that has logos all over themselves. Very important if you do advertising or other stuff. Some makeup, mainly use that for myself, for looking good for you guys. Hand sanitizer, I don't know if I've ever used it, but it is there. Just a cloth, like various cables, Leatherman. Sometimes you need to sleep anywhere, and then you want one of these. If you want to get quiet time, oops, put these in your ear. Cleaning kit for the lenses and stuff. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know what this is called in English, but insektsnyckel in Swedish to fix things. That's about it in this pocket here. I usually travel with these. This is this half a foot, 1 foot? 1 foot it should be. Pipeline, BB&S Pipeline lights. These are amazing. You got a dimmer on them, and then you use them with a D-tap cable, so these can get really bright. I should probably light myself now because it's getting a bit dark. But then I also use one Westcott flex light. This is a 1x1 light. So with that, you get this mounting thing. I usually keep like 2 filters, one orange and one blue, in case you want to adapt it or create an effect. Spare toothbrush. Batteries for the camera. Relock, 2 of them. I should buy another one because it's a little bit too little to get through a whole day. Then we have this one here, which is the dimmer for the Westcott light. And then I have 3 of these. These are the Swit, like, I guess they're Sony batteries. Maybe I didn't think of that because I have a light that these might work on that I didn't think about, that I didn't bring here, but I have up in the apartment. Anyway, these are great because they have D-type. So they're a really compact type of D-type battery. So I'm just going to show you the lights that I usually use. These are car power adapters for the BB&S Pipeline system. This is for the Westcott light. This means that I also can put the light on a boom, like so, and I usually boom light all the time. Just putting it straight forward on a stand or something, you usually don't get the natural light, but it's oftentimes that we shoot in like a lighting condition like this. Maybe we should actually show you guys what it could look like if we would light things with this, how much of a difference it can make if we would expose to the background and then have just this on the subject. But these BB&S pipelines are great to have in a car, or yeah, I don't know how much effect do they do now.
Take it away. A lot of effect.
So it's super tiny, a lot of battery. Like, I can probably put it here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's probably gonna help light my face. So if I just put this on real quickly, you're gonna see how much of a difference this light can make, and we can expose it, like the background, we can fade it much more and make it much darker, so that will bring out all the light in the background, which is kind of awesome. Am I too dark now?
Yep. But it looks nice in the background.
So if we would just add this, let's just turn this off so we don't get fooled by that. And then Andre can just boom this.
Yep.
Ställ dimmen efter vad du ser där. Okay, so now you need to get a direction of the shadow so that it feels natural. So usually you want to get it pretty high, but I guess this is at full effect or something.
Just watching the difference.
How much better do you think it looks?
It's a big difference.
So I would probably not put it head on as you're doing. I would probably put it like over there or something, get an angle so you get some character. And I wouldn't go too close because then you would get too much light in my face. It looks like I might be too bright now. I don't know, he's not seeing what he's doing, he's just standing there. But I would probably also put it higher because otherwise it's gonna feel like it's like an unnatural light. And yeah, probably it looks better. I don't know, you decide. That's my basic kit, and it's so simple that you can shoot like a feature film or anything with this small kit here. It is on the heavy side, but I just wanted to show you like what my type of kit looks like when I actually go out and do stuff professionally, because I usually don't go out with the GH5 or stuff like that. I usually keep it on here though at all times, but it's just to do like vlogging stuff and get like B-roll type of shots while I shoot things. Pretty background, right? It's sweet. So let me know what you think about this kit here and what do you bring on a shoot. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.